we're now logging into the user facing front end. Once you log in, this is how the portal appears. Each of this catalog is a productized service. It is available to users as a self-service. User can enter them, and it may or may not go through an approval depending upon your corporate policy, and it gets executed through our fully automated engine. I'm going to show one application of application as a service. Typically in an organization, such requests will be coming in form of multiple tickets, one at an infrastructure level, then at a database level, and so on. What we are doing as part of this modified approach is we are templatizing the environment and giving it to user as a single catalog. In this particular use case, I'm going to be spinning up Spree, which is a commerce engine, on AWS. This entire build has been templatized. All user needs to do is to be able to go and order. Now the front end for our system is commerce, so you will have the detailed definitions of what a catalog does, and when I place an order, there are a few things to note here. The number of inputs that have been requested for from the user is a lot less compared to what you would typically request for while standing up an instance on AWS. That is because many of these are configured at the back end at the time of subscription itself. So the admin of the enterprise can reduce as many inputs as possible so that the users are left with a few. Typically, self-service adoption is very high when users are left with as little choice as possible. It makes their job a lot more easier. So right now I have only two fields to enter. I'm calling it test service 2, and AWS region is default. Now as part of configuration, I could even remove this and say the enterprise standard is US East 2 or any other region. So what I'm doing now is I'm placing an order. It goes and then it takes me to the my orders page. Now this experience is again akin to a commerce engine. You'll have a history of all of the orders I have placed. You'll also see the status change. Now currently we've placed an order for the Spree commerce on AWS. Because it is a demo, I've not configured this to go for an approval. So this will start getting instantiated immediately. I'm going to the AWS page to show what is happening there. Let me refresh the screen. There you have it. There is a test service 2 that is running now, which would mean, and it is in the initializing stage. So if I go back and refresh my orders page, it says the order has been fulfilled. So just in a few seconds, this entire AWS, so the Spree instance on AWS has been spun. This is a templatized build that was needed for the team. Now if I go and click the details of the order, once an order has been fulfilled, we have all the necessary details that the end user really needs. In this case, the IP address details, the DNS name, and for AWS we'll need a PIM file, so you can even download a PIM file here. So that in essence is how typically a use case works. Self-service enabled, fully automated, and follows the approval mechanism within your organization.